Hello and welcome to this mini-series where I'll be completing pre-season previews with Hull City fans. Please sit back, relax and enjoy this, and if you get the chance, please hit the subscribe button or follow. Thank you very much. So we are pre-season preview. I'm joined by
Eddie.
How are you doing, Eddie? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good, man. Really good. This is part of a long episode where I'm going to put a load of people together to give their pre-season preview, essentially. Okay. Which stand are you in, Eddie?
So I'm in the North Stand, so I sit in N4, so I sit right at the top next to the camera that films for
Oh yeah.
iFollow.
Oh,
So
nice.
so I'm
Now,
I'm not in amongst that group, but I'm just up there so I can get a good wide perspective of the full game.
and I think you've been a little bit modest here because I know you don't just sit in the North Stand, right?
Nah, I do a bit more than just sit in the North Stand. So if you catch me before the game, I'm usually DJing in front of the North Stand. So
Love it.
just pumping out a few pre-match tunes to get everyone buzzing for the match.
No, I love it. I love it. And how long you supported Hull City for?
So I've been supporting them since I was about six. So I first started in the West End up with my grandpa, and then at the age of about 14, made that jump from going with my family to started to go with my friends, started going home and away, and yeah, ever since then, like ever since at the age of six, just been supporting the club home and away. So it's been buzzing.
Mad Hull City. I don't normally on the rest of these. I probably won't do this and start divulging a little bit more, but it must be good, like supporting them from the age of six and then just being stood down there and doing something you love as a hobby, DJing, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. I think it was only the other day I was driving into Hull and I was just thinking like, do you know when you like drive on your own and you
Mm.
sometimes just have, like you just think about stuff and I was like, never did I think at the age of six. Well, no one thinks at the age of six
Yeah,
they're gonna be like a DJ, but never at the age of six did I think I'd be DJing to a home record crowd at my home club
madness.
for the team that I support, pumping out tunes, getting all the love, getting interviews on the radio, and it's just been absolutely insane. I've just loved every minute of it. It's been amazing.
Nah, living the dream, man. Living the dream. I wish I could blend my hobby and my support for Hull City into one, but yeah, they're not quite having me yet. I keep knocking the door. What I'm going to do is a couple of quick fire questions with you. So, which fixture are you most looking forward to this season?
Oh, I think either Sheffield Wednesday at home because it'll be the first game of the season at home at the MKM, which I can't say too much yet, but I'm looking forward to that. And also, I'd probably have to say Plymouth away. I don't know
The
why.
journey.
It's the journey. There could be a lot on the line, and I'm very optimistic that it could be one of the best weekends of my life. So who knows?
Past or present, favourite Hull City player?
Oh, you've got me there.
Can only pick one.
Oh, it's got to be up there with Ali. Aliar's definitely up there. Aliar, he's
Oh, wow.
if you know me, if anyone knows me, you know that I have a lot of time for Aliar. Just like personally, because I've got two friends that are from Iran themselves, so
Yeah.
it's quite good that obviously I can speak to them about him. And I'll throw it back with obviously it's got to be Giovanni or Abel Hernandez. So
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna be cheeky and take three.
Yeah.
One
All right.
present, two past. I'll be cheeky.
Well, Eddie, I'm going to cut this part out and I'm going to ask for one. So,
Oh, I'm going to pin it on one then, and it's going to be Aliar. There you go.
just for his Iranian friends that are listening now.
Yeah.
Favorite away day?
Oh,
This can be one you'd want to go to, or it can be one you've been to where you've got a memory of that certain away day.
Fulham away the season after COVID. So it would have been the
Yes,
20 was it 21-22 season? The
that's right.
season
The first season championship.
it could have been, or it might have been, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Got the train down. I think we got the 7 o'clock train from Brough,
Wow.
and yeah, it was just we were laughing from start to finish, and I've never obviously the result want the best from what I can remember,
Mm.
but it was still
It was
just
5-1.
was
Can
it?
I remember?
Oh,
It was
God
a heavy
knows.
defeat, wasn't
It
it?
was, yeah, but it was I can remember it was absolutely throwing it down with rain. We got there and it was just hilarious. We didn't stop laughing from start to finish, and it was
Yeah. Mm.
just one of the best days I've ever had. So
What a
yeah,
treat.
yeah. Obviously you
So,
can't forget Wembley, but away
yeah,
days.
it's a neutral in it. You can't call it.
Yeah.
I'd have made you go again if you'd have said Wembley. Um, so if Hull folded, who would you support?
Oh, that's a good one. If Hull folded, probably either Newcastle or
Sports washing. I like it. It's a good
or
gig.
go for North Ferriby.
Yeah, I think North Ferriby. When I ask a few people this, I think North Ferriby is going to be the easy answer in it.
Yeah, well,
So
obviously
you've
living
done
where I live.
Newcastle as well.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, obviously living with lads at university, they were all
Yeah.
Newcastle fans, and there was a few that were rivals. So I didn't really see eye to eye with that. But yeah, Newcastle would definitely be my next team if that was the case.
I think it was an interesting one, just on the topic of Newcastle. Do you know George Honeyman was a Newcastle fan after all that time he spent at Sunderland?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I've got a
staring
mate
the
who used to
pot,
play football with him at a young level, and he said, yeah, we used to go to Newcastle all the time.
staring the pot. There we
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Hopefully, clip this one. So, name your price. You have to wear a lead shirt.
Oh God.
Be realistic.
I
Be
was gonna say
realistic.
something then, but I think I need to be very careful with what I say. Um, if you give me £10 million, I'll wear a lead shirt.
10 million. I said realistic. You tell me.
That is,
Right,
I would never be. I would never wear a lead shirt.
I'm writing the check now for £1 million. Are you wearing top?
No, never,
No. Wow.
never,
Okay. Credit where
never.
it's due. Credit where it's due.
I was going to say something else, but I'm saying I'm being nice, so I would say £10 million.
It would be out of character at this point, Eddie, I think. So,
Yeah.
most memorable moment as a fan.
Oh, most memorable moment as a fan for me, I would say, even though we got beat in the in the FA Cup final, being there with my gran and grandpa at the FA Cup final, obviously, sadly, we got beat, but
Yeah.
being stood next to my grandpa, obviously, going to home games with him from the age of 6 and seeing me and him together in that moment when we scored the 2 goals in 8 minutes, nothing will ever top that
No, no.
in my in my
I can
footballing
relate. I can relate
memories.
massively. I kind of wish I had that feeling myself. Like yourself, my dad used to take me, and you've kind of gone full circle on it. And to see that almost a pinnacle of the English football dream. Me and my dad just couldn't quite afford for both of us to go at the time, so we watched it at home.
Yeah,
But still, we shared that moment together of both being able to watch that.
it
Like
was just,
I think it was me. I could afford to go, but I couldn't afford to go. So it was a case of, well, I'm not going without you, so I'm
yeah,
going to
of
stay at home.
course.
So it was that one, and then if you could bring back any player to the current squad, who would it be? But this could be a duplicate as well.
If I could bring, uh, this could cause some controversy, but I'd bring back Carl Darlow. I genuinely would.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great
I
shout.
gen-
I was expecting someone from like 2004, but
no, no,
someone last season.
genuinely. If we bring, obviously, there's a couple of players that we've probably got, like obviously that might not have been announced yet. Obviously, I don't have a clue.
Yeah, we're
I just
good.
see all these people on Twitter saying like, "Oh yeah,
Uh,
this, that, and the other." Uh,
um,
I
you're gonna
literally
get.
genuinely have no clue. Like hand on heart, I have no clue. But I genuinely think bring back Cal Darlow and we've got a title-winning squad there,
I
hands down.
think so as well. Massive fan of Carl Dowler, and I spotted Hull in 2003, 2004. So going back to that time, thinking have we had a better goalkeeper? I don't think so. And, we've had some big names, like Buzz Mile did an incredible stint, but in
Definitely.
terms of shot stopping, command his area, playing the ball out of his feet and stuff like that, a tribute for a tribute, I don't think we've had a better goalkeeper, and I might get some pelters for that, but I don't care.
I genuinely agree with you. Like I think he, for me, since I've started watching Hull, I think obviously I know it sounds daft that I literally 2 minutes ago I said that if Hull folded I'd be a Newcastle fan, but
Yeah,
seriously, like, all my mates that I was speaking to saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to be getting Cal Darlow on loan like last season." They're like, "We don't want him to leave at all. Like they
oh
love him,
really?
and the fact that we showed him so much love, and obviously it was just the way that he plays. I know he might have let him fire against Sunderland, but it's still like the way that he was just commanding the defenders and everything. It was just he's
Hmm.
just such a good player, and he's just a perfect attribute goalkeeper. And I'm going to miss him this season personally.
It's
But
he come right. Okay, one of the Botanic lot who's in the know have confirmed that we're not getting him because you're going to miss him. Cheers, mate.
it was on
Spoiler
Hull
alert.
Live. I literally saw it 2 minutes ago. I saw it
Oh
two
right,
minutes
okay.
ago.
Oh
Yeah,
cool.
literally, it was
Why has he
the
gone somewhere
Arsenal.
else? I've not seen it.
It was on Hull. I'll show you now.
Oh, go
Whilst
on.
with Carl Darlow, Hull
If it's
Live,
on
Hull City.
if it's on Hull Live, don't believe it.
Barry Cooper's written it. Yeah.
Oh, Baz.
Liam Rossini explains why City will not pursue Carvalho deal. For anyone watching,
Yeah.
there you
I was having
go.
a good night till then, Eddie.
And
I found my favourite caramel waffles from Lidl. I've been eating them, and you've just thrown me under the bus like that. How have you done that? How have you done that? Right. So that's the quick fire questions over. I'd like to think they were pretty simple. It's all right, actually. A couple of good questions. So predictions then. Will we keep Liam Rossini until the end of the season? Is he going to get sacked, or do you think he could go to another role?
I think we'll keep him personally. I can't see why he would leave. Obviously, there might be a Premier League job that comes in for him, but if he wants to do it right, then don't jump ship if we're going well. That's what I think.
I think somebody like that as well. If the way he likes to play, there's no point spending a full pre-season with someone and then going somewhere and risking your full career ahead of you by just taking on halfway through the season, because you can't make many changes. I know he did that with us, but again, it don't really work the same, especially if you go into the elite level, which is the Premier League. Who do you think will be top goal scorer?
I genuinely think if Liam Delap gets played in the right way that he should be being played, I think he'll be up there. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of pelters for saying this, but I can't see Oscar being our top scorer this season. And if Ben Tete stays fit, he'll be up there as well, I think. So Delap and Ben Tete both going neck to neck top goal scorers this season. I'll probably get absolutely pelted by everyone on socials for that, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not a football analyst. I'm a DJ and a whole.
Oh wow, absolutely brilliant! You can't give me pelters, my DJ. I'm
yeah,
out to spin discs.
It's one of them. I'll let you lot decide on the stats, but I'll just take care of the music for now, and then we'll just go from there.
Well, yeah, okay, makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. No, I get that. But Eddie, I think you agree with me on this one. I'm a big advocate on football when it comes to it. The beauty of football is the fact that hundreds of thousands of people can watch the same game and all have a different opinion.
100%.
And that's the best part about it. The only way it gets annoying is when people try to force theirs down each other and start turning that stuff into an argument, which is unpleasant for everyone. Yeah. But again, I agree with some of it. Benjamin Tatum is still a bit 50-50 about, but I can see why people think it's going to be that as well. Who do you think's going to be player of the season?
If he plays like he did last season, I can't see why Regan Slater won't get player of the season.
Love him. Absolutely love him.
Legend. Big ups to 50p as well. 50p. I'll get him to be listening. His brother.
Well, I don't think I've told anyone this yet, but I've got a little boy now. He's 4 months old, and me and the missus were thinking of names. Like, what can we call him? What can we call him? What can we call him? He was watching City, and in the background we just heard Regan Slater. He's like, Regan's been. So we've got a little boy called Regan now. But we had to spell it a little bit different so people didn't think I was going. You named your son after a City player.
Well,
so it's Harry. Yeah, so go with that. Who do you want us to sign?
Obviously, I want us to sign that Vinagre. And there was that. Is it? I can't say his last name.
Cox is easy to say. Will be him.
Yeah, but to be fair, I rated him when I watched him on Saturday. I was at the game. Is it that Jaden Philogene who played for Cardiff?
Yes, I know what you mean, but yeah, just like you, like I said.
Yeah, I'd like to see him come in, and maybe if there's a striker going out, if we might sell a striker this summer, then maybe bring in Scott Twine.
That would be a treat.
It would be very nice.
We've seen him do well in the lower level. Didn't really get much of a chance or a kick of the ball, did he, at Burnley? But when you've got a team playing well, it's hard to disrupt that and bring someone new in, isn't it? Are we ready for a title push?
I'll be happy with playoffs this season.
Yeah.
With the teams that have come down, Leicester, Southampton, Leeds. Personally, I know it sounds bad as a Hull City fan, but I can't see us getting the title this season. I can see us getting playoffs though.
It's tough, isn't it? Because we're not seeing many people leaving those clubs either.
No, they're making good signings, and like Leicester signing Connor Cody.
Yeah,
it's
you never have thought that. You never think he's dropping down to the
No.
Championship. But again,
Money
so
talk.
who do you think will be our biggest home win, and who do you think will be our biggest away win?
Our biggest home win, for some reason, I've got a feeling it'll be Huddersfield Town at home.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't know why. I always have a feeling it's going to be one of them teams that we sometimes like never like get the best results against, but it's always in the back of my mind. And then our biggest away win. Well, you'd be happy if we win away at Leeds, wouldn't you? But
Oh, imagine that.
I can
Dream
see
come
it.
true.
I could see it. I could genuinely first game of the season. I could see it Norwich. I could see us getting like a big win there. But who knows? And it's all to play for. Like Championship's just a mad league, and it's just so mental. You can't put a finger on it. Like at the moment, no
You
one
say
knows
it.
what's happen.
You wouldn't be surprised the way the Championship goes if Plymouth are there around eighth or ninth, would you? You
It
honestly wouldn't be
wouldn't
surprised. You
surprise
go,
me.
well, that's the Championship.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the way how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've always got two answers for this. So I'm going to ask for both sides of it. Where do you think we'll finish, and where do you want to finish?
Um, I'll start with where do I want to finish first. So I want to finish playoff push. So
Yeah.
like between eighth, well, 10th and onwards. Realistic expectation, I think we'll finish just outside of that. And I know it sounds daft, but I think we'll probably finish like 12th, 13th.
Oh, really?
I know, well, Liam's had a full pre-season, and I know obviously we only just beat Grimsby 2-1 realistically, but we've got two sides. Drew against oh
I
God.
can't say the name. The Turkish team.
Yeah.
Italia, was it? Italia Sport?
Was it? Oh no, it began with a H. Oh
Yeah,
God.
Hatalia Sport, was it?
Yeah, that something like that. And then obviously beating Galatasaray 4-3.
What a
You look at
treat.
it. Well, I was on the plane to Tenerife, so obviously, and we
Ah,
we got delayed by about 10 hours because there was a medical emergency on our flight, so we had to emergency land. Thoughts go out to
ah.
the guy's family. Um,
I'm
but
glad you said that because I would half expect you to be like, and then we got delayed, so I couldn't watch the game. So,
no, no. So
uh,
um, yeah, sadly, the guy is no longer with us, from
it's
what we
awful
were
news.
told.
It's awful news.
But we were on the plane, well, and then he got taken away, and then we had to go and sit in the terminal in Faro for about 5 hours. And I got a chance to watch the first half. Obviously, saw we were getting beat 3-1. And then by that time, we'd got on the plane at the halftime whistle, and then we were flying to Tenerife. And then I landed, and I had some Leeds fans sat next to me, and that didn't go down too well when I said we'd beaten Galatasaray 4-3. So
Oh, really?
sort of made a brisk exit off the plane, and I was just smiling from ear to ear when we won. So, yeah, I genuinely think we'll finish. We'll be higher of the higher than the halfway mark. Hopefully, fingers
Yeah.
crossed. But realistically, I want us to finish in a playoff place or just in the race to the playoffs. So
No,
yeah,
I'd like that. I would like to be a little bit higher than that, the above the 12th, 13th, but I wouldn't be ashamed of anything that's better than last year. But I do think, like say, a couple of the things you mentioned about like Liam having a full preseason. Um, we'd like to think we've strengthened in some areas, especially the attacking front. So you'd like to think more goals would come. So fingers crossed that does mean we can get a few extra points. I don't think we can have a better three games to start than what we did last year. Was it? I think it was 9 points out of 9. Was it on 9 points out of 12? Something like that.
something
We
definitely.
had
Yeah.
We had some crazy wins. My memory's shocking at times, but yeah. Other than that, Eddie, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you about this and speak to you
Thank you for
about
having me on.
the preseason review. I'll get this out as a standalone episode, so should be a good one, and hopefully you can share it about. And for
Yeah,
anybody who has
definitely.
watched it, who've enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe buttons, please hit the retweets, the likes, etc. It all makes a big difference. So really appreciate that, and like I say, thanks a lot for coming on, Eddie.
Thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you all very soon. Uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
you'll find out soon, fingers crossed, if I'm there or not. But yeah, I'll be going to Barnsley tomorrow night. So I'll be going to the MKM to watch Barnsley versus Hull tomorrow night. So
Yeah.
that'll be a good one. And I have to get my dancing shoes on whilst I'm there, but we'll have to wait and see. So, but yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you
Yeah.
for having me on. It means a lot.
No,
And, I'll probably hope to see you around the MKM or on an away day this season.
yeah, fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed.